like you said, identity for me is very important. My identity, and of course that I can hear and discuss with some other people with other attitudes or worldviews. But still, and I'm trying to be very open. I'm not like closed-minded. But I think that really we lead by example. And when my students, if I say, please don't be late, be here 5 minutes before the start of the lecture, because I'm there 5 minutes before. Of course, there are some circumstances that are unusual, but usually don't be late. And if I am late each and every time, then I lose the credibility. I mean, it's a silly example, but still, for me, it's I don't want to be late. So Jody knows because I was here or no 2 hours before. Just to be safe, I won't be late. It's better to be early than to be late.
Okay.
You will make a good German.
They
are always early.
Maybe decided. I agree with you, but I think I'm a bit more Spanish because I like siesta.
Yes. Yeah, I wish I am chronically
The best of both.
Yes, yeah. Come early, but then take siesta.
Yeah. Early enough so that
my
you
friends,
have time to do that.
my friends know. So 9 p.m. Maybe I'm asleep, but 3 a.m. Yeah, you can phone me. 4 a.m. Yeah, I will text you. So my nieces and nephews says, but why were you answering me at 3:30? Because you got a question or you sent a question at 10 p.m. I was asleep. Who is awake at 10 p.m.? I know people are awake. I'm not that people.
Okay. Okay. What are the challenges of being a woman in your field? How does it feel to be both a woman and a believer in that industry? Next question.
Easy one.
I think for me, being a believer in the industry,
For you, it's not that it's too hard for you, I think.
I mean, it depends on what you mean. So I'm not like necessarily super outward about like, oh yeah, like I'm a Christian and I do all this stuff, and like I don't go around being like, oh, you should like behave like this and everyone should, I'm not going around preaching at my workplace every day, but I think where it does show up more is just in the way that like I conduct myself and living according to your values, and for me that the way that shows up in my workplace is doing that, trying to conduct myself with integrity and being, at the very lowest level, just being kind to people. I think sometimes in industry you can get very cutthroat and people want to, they want to advance, and the way they advance is by like putting everyone else down. And like, look, I'm so much better than them, so you should promote me or something. Or my project is so much more important than yours. And I try not to do that, and I think trying to value everyone at my workplace for who they are, and like they will bring something to the table. Sometimes it's not always their technical skill, that's okay. But it's more, just trying to be like show love to others in my workplace, and that will sometimes stand out to people, just because normally you're like, I don't really like that person, so whatever, I won't talk to them, or I'm not going to help them out because whatever, they're not super nice to me. But like trying to love others is a really tangible way that I'm trying to live out my faith at my workplace.
But do you know that you are a believer?
I don't hide it, so I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm going to Croatia. Like when people were like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to Croatia with like this church group, with people from my church, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And sometimes people ask questions, but I'm not like trying to hide it, but it's also as it comes up naturally. I'm not gonna lie and be like,